most upset thus far, which is some of your writing about the decision around the president abandoning his reelection campaign, the timing there and how it's handled. You say in part, page 46, it's Joe and Jill's decision. We all said that like a mantra, as if we'd all been hypnotized. Was it grace or was it recklessness? In retrospect, I think it was recklessness. The stakes were simply too high. This wasn't a choice that should have been left to an individual's ego, an individual's ambition. It should have been more than a personal decision. Whose decision should that have been? How should that decision have been made?
So when I write this, it's because I realize that I have and had a certain responsibility that I should have followed through on. Which is, and so when I talk about the recklessness, as much as anything, I'm talking about myself. There was so much, as we know, at stake. And as I write, you know, the where my head was at the time is that it would come off as being completely self-serving.
If you said to President Biden that you did not think he should run again.
Yeah, or even that he should question whether it's a good idea. But I think that, you know, one of the reasons I wrote this book, Rachel, is there are actually a number of reasons. One is that it is unprecedented, right? To your point of what you said in your opening, we had a president of the United States running for re-election, 3.5 months from the election, decides not to run. The sitting vice president enters the race against a former president of the United States who's been running for 10 years with 107 days to go. And it ended up being the closest presidential election in the 21st century. And there was so much about those 107 days that for me, and this is really a behind the scenes look at those 107 days, was about seeing people who seemingly had nothing in common coming together by the thousands with a level of optimism and, dare I say, joy about the possibilities for America. And I hope to remind people about that light that people brought to it, and to remind people that that light is still there. And we can't let that be extinguished by an election or the individual who's in the office right now.
The part of your...
All right. Hey, what's going on, family? This is from No Picks Podcast.
Jesus Christ, family. It's Joe, No Picks Podcast. Good evening.
Hey, guys. Angie here.
All right. So what's your thoughts or what Kamala said? So the question that Rachel Maddow asked her was, whose decision should it have? She said in Kamala's book, the 107-day memoir that she wrote, Kamala said it shouldn't have been left up to Joe and Jill. Rachel Maddow's question was, who should it have been up to? And so, what do y'all think of Kamala's response to Rachel Maddow's question?
Did she answer the question?
Did she answer it?
Does she ever answer any question? Does she ever
No.
No,
I don't think so. Based on this clip, I was waiting to hear the answer, and I know she does her word salad.
She doesn't ever answer questions. Like
when she speaks, I have to keep the question in the back of my head the entire time, because otherwise she'll derail it, and then you'll be like, "Wait, what?" Like, so I was waiting for her to say, who should have made that decision?" And she didn't really answer the question. If anything, she just said that when she described it as the recklessness and letting him choose to run between him and Jill, she meant herself. So you were the one who was reckless in letting him do that? Like, would that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so I don't like to make it a habit to bash Shorty, but like, this is why I couldn't stomach her during the campaign trail, because she is so long-winded at times, and she says a lot of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, she says a lot of nothing. It's a lot of fluff. It's like when you're trying to finish an essay, so you're just adding random stuff just to meet the word requirement. And she's always trying to like meet the
Change
word
the 5
requirement.
of your periods just to take
Yeah.
up space.
You know what I mean? Double spacing, like I mean, like to make sure you meet that. I feel like she's doing that whenever she answers a question, and then she also just throws you off because she's not going to directly answer it, so she has to derail you and confuse you, and then at the end you're just like, oh, you know, like Rachel Maddow's like smiling at her, like, but I'm like, shorty, you don't know what the hell she's telling you right now, you know. So, all right, do you think she answered it, Ty or Angie? Like, am I tripping?
I didn't get that she answered it. I think she did what me and my friends always say, like she prophesized or politician did, like most politicians do. Like they don't
Right.
that's just what they do. Like you don't want to say something too left, you want to say something too right, so you just say things that are like fluff and don't really answer questions whatsoever. Like I was following for a second because what I got in that part that you just quoted, Joe, or paraphrased rather, was that she was saying that the recklessness would have, she was talking about herself in that if she would have said it, it would have seemed self-centered. Like I'm saying it because I want da 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 da. That's what I think she was trying to say. Like if I would have been the person to say it, then it would have sounded biased because I'm the one who would then run. You know what I mean? So even if you were thinking it, she couldn't be the one to say it. Which I get. Like it makes sense. Like because she is who she is. Now, did she answer
It's just
the question
weird
as
though.
to who?
It doesn't answer the question though. Yeah, that's what.
Right.
So I heard her
She
make
didn't
the
answer
point.
the question as to who. But
So-
that's not a Kamala thing. That's a politician thing, and I'm gonna say that all the
She
time.
quoted it. Ty, is there a way that you can like just circle back to the quote and pause it so we can see the exact quote? Because
Which part are you talking about?
the quote from her book that Rachel Maddow read in the beginning of the clip that she was trying to address, because she's in the
That Joe
quote
said she didn't write.
she states explicitly, not explicitly, but it seems like she stated like, I just want to see the quote because this is what I'm saying. She never answered the question, and if anything, she answered a different question.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I'm just like,
People most upset thus far.
all right,
Which is some of your
it's in the
writing
beginning.
about
Here it goes.
the decision around the president abandoning his reelection campaign, the timing there and how it's handled. You say in part, page 46, it's Joe and
All right, pause
Jill's decision. We all said that like a
All right, cool. So it says, it's Joe and Jill's decision. We all said that like a mantra as if we had been hypnotized. Was it grace or was it recklessness? In retrospect, I think it was reckless, something the stakes were simply too high for that choice to have been between an individual's ego and an individual's ambition. It should have been more than a personal decision. Right? So she's saying that it was reckless
That
to make
answers
that.
it more than she did live at the interview, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in the book, she was saying that it was reckless to have Joe and his wife be the main people making that decision should he run or not, right? That's what I gathered from that quote.
What I thought she was saying was that it was reckless of them to drop out because it was that we were that far in, like they shouldn't have, like he should not have done it because we were that far into the election. We had 107 days left, and you let your ego make you, you know what I mean? Like
No,
let
but
you
he-
drop out and you shouldn't have.
No, his ego would have made him stay, not drop out. His ego would have made it because it's ego that makes you want to be the most powerful person in America, in the world, right? Because you're the president, you're the most powerful person in the world.
So he dropped.
He dropped out because of pressure. She's like, your ego made you stay in for as long as you did.
Oh, okay.
Because think about it. Look at the question. So this is what I'm saying. So look at Rachel Maddow asked her. He asked her, so who should have made that decision? How should that have played out? So basically implying that Kamala took issue and thought that the way that it went about was reckless because they put that on Jill and his wife and Joe Biden, President Biden. So she asked her, so how would you have wanted it to play out then if you thought that was reckless? So I think that's what we got from Kamala's book or her quote. And then she tried to like clean it up because clearly she knew that wasn't going to ride well with the Democratic Party, that she was basically saying y'all were reckless and putting that decision on Joe and his wife. And so she was trying to like clean it up, but then she completely deflected and answered a different question.
Let me say this.
It confused me, bro. Like I've been burdened by this quote. Like I'm just like, I'm struggling right now because I'm trying to make sense of it. But
listen, bro, let me say this. There's two things with her, right? One, one of the reasons, I think there are two major reasons she lost the election. She just can't answer a goddamn question whenever somebody, no matter who the person is. I've seen so many interviews with her. I've seen her on Up and Smoke. I've seen her on The View. I've seen her on a bunch of different programs. She can't answer questions, bro. It's just, and it's not just a regular politician thing. I've never seen a politician that leaves you so like unfulfilled as this, bro. Like, it's like, never seen one. I've seen John McCain give speeches and answer questions. I've seen Mitt Romney give speeches and answer questions. I've seen George Bush answer questions. Bro, listen, I've seen Barack Obama. What was the dude name? The dude that said y'all and the
I forgot his name.
What's the hell? John Kerry. Like, bunch of these motherfuckers, bro. Listen. Yes, there's a way of political speaking to where like you say nothing, but people feel like, all right, I got something out of this. I have rarely listened to her and be like, yo, I got something out of this thing. Normally when I listen to her, I feel like I just wasted 4 minutes of my life. Like, I'd be like, God damn it, I could have did 7 push-ups.
Yeah,
I could have did some planks. Like, I could have did something that not listening to you because
about both of them,
because you are just a waste of my goddamn time. She never answers a question. They say, hey, what you the dudes Steven Jackson and what's his name from Up and Smoke podcast, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. They said, hey, what you gonna do for the economy? She said, well, I knew somebody that was a small business owner when I was growing up. And it was like, okay, like that's
right. And she just went off.
It was just nonsense, bro. It was just genuine nonsense. And then the word salads, like, oh, I'm unburdened by yesterday because for tomorrow, like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I think she was just a uniquely like just not likable politician. Like, you said nothing, and then you gave this air like you were just so smart, but you never said anything. That's my first thing.
I agree.
Right, you just never said anything, but you made it seem like you were just so smart, and it's like, nigga, you're not saying anything though, right?
But there was also nothing to say though, Ty, and that's why. Not that I'm trying to sympathize for her, but think about it. We're talking about the Democratic Party. They have no vision. They have nothing to give to the American people that they're asking for. They have this void of leadership. All they speak are platitudes. They never, you know what I mean? Like, they have nothing tangible to offer the American people. So, like, fair. What is there to draw from? You see what I'm saying? Like, even if she wanted to give American answers, like, if you're representing the Democratic Party and you are the nominee that was elected to run against, the Republican candidate or whatever of Trump, what is there to draw from? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the Democratic Party is just so empty. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there's a void in the Democratic Party that we've been talking about. Like, even now they're scrambling to see who's going to be the next front runner. They're trying to throw, not they, because they hate AOC and Bernie, but like Bernie and AOC are doing their thing on the side.
Right.
AOC is hinting at running for president. I don't know how successful that'll be, but like, I know the Democratic Party, the establishment people, they're not going to support that. Just like they're not supporting Mamdani in New York. Like, they're not going to go for that type of Democratic politics. You know what I mean? So, like, anyway, what I'm trying to say is that she says a bunch of nothing, but the Democratic Party right now stands for nothing. So what was there to draw from? The source was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like she was kind of set up to fail. She really was.
I think you can answer the question. Like even right now, you're not even running for nothing. Just be like, yo, it could have been up to me, Chuck Schumer, or Hakeem Jeffries. We could have met in secret, and like, you could have said anything, but all your answers, every time someone asks you a question, you say nothing, or you say, hey guys, you can just get some abortions if you want. Like, it's either nothing or abortions. Like, it's like, bro, like, can we get something in between? Like, you say nothing. Like, and it's like, you just so unlikable. Like, you like, I just like, and I don't feel like this about every politician. I didn't feel like this with John McCain when I seen John. I didn't feel like this with Hillary Clinton. I feel like Hillary Clinton used to answer questions. I used to be like, oh God. Nigga, I voted for Hillary Clinton. I'm like, yo, Hillary Clinton will make a good president. I know they hated her in Benghazi and all that stuff and all her emails and all that shit. But I'm like, yo, this chick will crush it. Like, I'm voting for her. Got no problem voting for her. I could not vote for Kamala, bro. I'm like, yo, can you just make a sentence that make goddamn sense to me? Like, listen, I don't require much. Just say have a paragraph, have a story, have a speech where I'm like, yo, you crushed it. Don't be talking about coconut trees and shit, bro. Like, there's nothing for me. Don't be talking about you unburdened by yesterday because of tomorrow. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I'm like,
why is she still in the spotlight?
She's selling a book.
I just feel like there's no reason for us to hear from you anymore. You're not running for Attorney General of California anymore. You're not. You've already said you're not going to be running for president again. Nobody wants you to. You failed pretty bad. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you like, so. I just don't understand why. And now she's on his book tour, which is why we have to see her again because she's promoting her book. But I just wish she would go away, bro. I just think that some people are like, we don't need you in the spotlight anymore. You had your moment. I hope your book sells. Apparently, it's not doing too well right now.
It has nothing to do. You losing has nothing to do with you being a black woman. It has everything to do with you just not saying shit. Like, yo, even if you say something to push the envelope, at least you're saying something. At least people could be like, we know where you stand. Every time you see like, interviews on the side and people being like, hey, what you like about Kamala? Like, she just seems like a nice chick. It's like, that's it. Like,
nothing to say.
Like
nothing to say,
because you don't know where she stands. Because she's like, well, we'll look at this stuff. Hey, we're gonna get some reparations. Well, we'll look at it and we'll figure it out. Hey, we're gonna get some sex changes. Well, no. Hey, we're gonna get some abortions. Hell yeah, we're gonna get them abortions. Goddamn, let's double them up. Let's double. Everybody gets 2 abortions. Men too. You want some abortions? All right, cool. Let's get some.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, can we get something else other than abortions? Like,
yeah, she doesn't do well with on interviews or public speaking events. Like, and her responses always sound very scripted, and nothing much has changed. You know what I mean? Even now when she's not running, we can see it's not. Maybe it wasn't her campaign that was like giving her scripts to read from or rehearse or verses that she had to kind of recite, but like she still can't answer questions. So I feel like it's just, yeah. I don't know, man. She speaks like a true politician, like Angie said, like she's just politicking. You know what I mean? That's what she's doing right now.
but if you know she politicking, you doing it bad. Like name a different politician that does it as bad as her. Like, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, cool, because nobody else does it this bad, bro. Look,
bad is
Trump
subjective.
gives you answers. Trump will say no. Like if someone be like, hey, you know what? Should Israel get should Palestine get statehood? Trump was like, no. He'll give you
Trump will just lie, bro. Trump will just throw out Trump will just lie. He'll just say whatever you said is a lie, and then he'll say his truth.
But he'll say something. He'll say something. He'll be like, yes or no.
I'd rather. I'll take
You'll rather vote for nothing than something.
That's not something. If the something is that, then I'm cool.
Listen, I'm glad that they failed with Kamala. They failed her. They set her up for failure. They're never going to forget that. They're never going to forget that.
Yeah.
They're never going to forget that, bro. And remember, even Hillary couldn't get it done. So I don't know. Like Kamala couldn't beat Trump. Hillary couldn't beat Trump.
Other people, she was like, "Oh,
I'm surprised it was as close as it was because
she was like, oh, I'm so close. It was the closest. I'm like, was it? You lost every single swing state. You lost the popular vote. You lost by like historical margins. Was it really that close? Like, what are you talking about? No, Hillary was close. She won the popular vote. She won like 4 swing states. Like, she could have won this shit. She just didn't win. But you lost all the swing states.
She decided to make something up like her counterpart does on the regular.
Right. Yeah, this interview was hard to stomach. Like, I might want to see the whole thing, but I feel like I can't even get through the whole thing because if this is how she's answering questions, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish the whole interview. But just from that response,
paused on the interviewer's face because she was definitely like,
yeah, like, yeah, yep, okay. Word salad. But yeah, this was hard. This was a hard watch. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time I'm like, yo, if this is the whole interview, this is a horrible interview. So I'm gonna have to watch it just because and see if I can get through it.
Bro, we in the basement. Democrats are in the basement, bro. Like we are
they're struggling as a party.
In the basement getting fed fish heads. Like that's where we are right now as a party, bro.
They're struggling as a party.
I'm saying we because this is the only time I ever voted Republican in my whole life. I assume I'm gonna vote Democrat the next time around if the person can answer a single question. I'm all here for it. But if they can't, I'm voting for Vance or whoever the fuck. Or
no
me.
matter the answer, just answer it.
Well, they got 3 years to figure it out.
Answer a question. Yeah, don't just.
They got 3 years and some change.
Abortion. Hey, how's the weather? Abortion. I need something more than that. Listen. Let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
Until next time, be safe.